welcome back to The Watch. And Oz, modern day games, you know, and just the woke agenda, they don't have anything against femininity or attractive women. You're just blinded. If you think the women that, you know, they're pushing out in video games and stuff are unattractive, you're just a sexist. Like, how could you possibly think some of these characters and people look like men? Like you know, you have multiple examples of. We've got Mary Jane from the recent Spider-Man movie. We've got the Fable character. We've got the characters from the female characters, more specifically, from Mortal Kombat. We got that. It's the unreleased game, but we covered it where you can see, you know, the actress. We might be able to bring out one up as well. We got a recent video. I forget the name of it. But if you think those women characters, the characters specifically, because they're not real, they're fictional. But if you think they're unattractive, you think a fictional video game collection of pixels is unattractive, you're a sexist and a bigot.
I have a counterpoint.
Yes?
I already am a sexist and a bigot. So what's the charge, officer?
But you're not.
I mean, by their definition, I am.
Yeah, according to their definition, everyone is, right?
Except them.
Except them. But they are, actually. According to the real definition, they are the most sexist, bigoted people. But I actually think we should not ever bow down to, you know, their accusations.
They make the mistake, well, they make the point that being a bigot, having an opinion about anything counter to them is the worst thing you can be. But no, being them is the worst thing you could be. That's
because they're the actual sexists, and
they're just evil in every way.
In this point, it is about sexism, more specifically, because they are so blatantly anti-feminist. When I say feminist, I'm not talking about the ideology feminist. I'm talking about the attributes and qualities of being feminine.
Yeah, because feminism was a female advocacy group, and they are against anything that attributes femininity to femininity. They want to destroy.
Now they want to destroy femininity, but they will try and gaslight you and say it's not happening.
So then who's sexist?
So let's have a look at some changes that happened recently in Pokemon Go to the avatar characters, right?
They transitioned everyone.
So it's not happening though, Oz. Remember that this isn't happening. And if you think these people are unattractive, you're just a sexist, right? Okay. Now, Pokemon Go, they have had some consultancy companies come in to help them out.
Consultancy.
And they have also hired people that have a certain ideological mindset, right? And then this change happened. Here is a before and after, Oz, of the character avatars.
It inexplicably got way worse.
Way worse. In actual fact, one character has certain clear feminine features. A thinner neck, thinner waist, wider hips.
Shorter,
yeah. Bit more narrow as well. More narrow shoulders and things. Like, this character is distinctly and obviously feminine.
Yes.
But now the changes, it's like, the hips are more narrow, the waist is wider out, the neck is bigger, the shoulder. These are more stereotypical masculine features that they have imposed upon the female avatars.
Why did they do this?
That's a good question, Oz. We have a video going into detail actually saying why they're doing this. You can check out the whole video. The short answer is, but you want to see the details, so do check out that video, right? But the short answer is that they are affronted by femininity. They are jealous by attractive characters because a lot of these people wanting to make these changes are, you know, they don't like to comply to traditional beauty standards. Let's just say that way. And also
keep that in mind.
They don't want to offend trans people. Those I'm not making that up. They have said that, right?
I think it goes a bit deeper than that.
Yeah.
Like you said, they are offended by traditional beauty standards. I think these people are so evil. They literally hate beauty and virtue with every fiber of their being, and they will do anything to eliminate it from the human spirit.
agree that that's the underlining philosophy, because it goes, in addition to that, in addition to hating beauty, it also is tied inherently into hating merit and quality. Okay? Because usually we ascribe beauty with quality in a lot of instances.
Yes.
Where Lord of the Rings is beautiful.
Yep.
It is a beautifully made film, but to achieve that, it had to be very good at how it did the visuals, how it designed things. Like
That's worked very, very hard.
Rivendell is just amazing.
Yep.
It is a beautiful set piece, but it takes true artistry, talent to achieve that. So many of these people that can't, succeed in life, they don't want to improve themselves, so they'll rather take other people's resources and redistribute them themselves, or demand that the qualifications for being employed are suddenly not on merit, but on other checkboxes that they can fill, like being a victim, or being a minority, right? And so that's a horrible way in trying to achieve and succeed in life, because it's like, I'm not going to try and prove myself. So they have an issue against, I would say beauty, and it's inherently tied with merit as well.
And not just that, but also, and here's a point that you changed my mind on, right? These people, obviously, they're all about relativism and subjectivity. There's no objective truth. They hate reality itself. And you once said that art is objective, and you're 100% right.
Oh, thank you.
Art, everything that we perceive, hear, see, everything related to the beauty for humans is mathematics. What do you call it? The golden ratio.
In terms of art being objective, I made a video where I was talking about, is there an objective standard on quality? Okay.
Absolutely.
But art, I think there is definitely a subjective perception,
Yes.
Art is basically what anyone wants to believe is art at this point.
Well, what I believe art is.
But good art does have objective standards. I would absolutely say.
Yes, and anything that goes, like, if you can't get all of the measurable things in art to be perfect, because that would just be reality and it wouldn't be beautiful.
Well, but sometimes there's beauty in imperfection.
That's my point. Yeah. That's what artistic style is. We find artistic style and beauty where things aren't exactly perfectly right. However, there's other things that are perfectly right. It's reality idealized. It's certain things off a bit, but the important pieces of the piece are captured more than perfectly. That's where you get composition. That's where musical timing comes in, where something hits just right.
And we sometimes just refer to it as stylization.
Well, exactly, yeah. But it's the imperfections with the perfections that make style and beauty. These people hate all of that. They want everything to be bad. They want the standards to be so low. There's not even a bar for entry. There's not even a line in the sand. The bar for entry is under the ground that they're going to walk over. Like, I hate these people so much. I think I'm too far gone.
And then when they make slop, objective slop, they will call you a sexist or bigot for not liking it. Like, they have made the avatars in games just masculine, ugly, and it's slop. And you are now a sexist if you are not attracted to this. How dare men, and women, by the way, prefer more feminine features.
So what is sexism exactly?
Sexism,
at this point, it feels like noticing or recognizing any differences between genders.
Almost. That's what their definition is kind of going towards, because they hate that there is a difference in the genders. Yeah. Like feminism, literally, Anita Sarkeesian, even back old school, had the primary philosophy that there's no difference between men and women apart from biology. Biological reproductivity. But in terms of physical strength, everything like that, they would actually believe men are not physically stronger than women. It's all about upbringing. Like anti-science nonsense, right? But that's what the stuff that they would push. So Grums, he says, the Pokemon Go app removed gender from all Pokemon Go players yesterday in a sweeping change that left fans of Pokemon Go furious. They've actually removed gender from the game. But it's not a conspiracy. This isn't happening, right? They are not affronted by beauty or femininity, Oz, right? I took a look at the character creator myself. gender is gone, replaced by a hodgepodge of androgynous options. Nothing can be too feminine. So, looking at the creator, look at how completely androgynous.
Well, I
You
guess
can't,
that's
you
a
can't
lot,
pick
too.
a male or female.
But that's androgynous too. So.
But they're all androgynous. All is like, hang on, what?
This is why I loathe these people with everything that makes me a human being. It's beyond words, Shad.
Facial hair options are gone. Male faces have softened features. Female faces had masculine jaws or thin lips. Bodies are blobs. Everything is designed to blend together in some Frankenstein-like gender-free utopia. The end result leaving no one satisfied.
The only conclusion I can draw from this, from being exposed to this constantly, is that they literally want reality to be dissolved, for nothing to be anything.
I mean, they are affronted by reality and truth. That the fact that the genders are different, right? That men are attracted to women.
Yeah.
Okay. And even that women like to, embrace feminine, stylistic features and accentuate them with makeup and other things like that, right? They're affronted by all of that.
But I'm sure you would agree, because it's a very reasonable thing to say, attributes create everything. Attributes being different and not shared, and in most cases being opposites across different things, is what allows reality to exist. Light and dark, good and evil, male, feminine.
Well, you're just trying to appeal to objective truth.
Exactly,
Yeah,
right?
Objective truth exists.
And they do everything they
hate
can
that
to
because
destroy it.
objective truth actually denies their agenda,
Yeah.
what they want to achieve. And the fact that, people rorder on merit, you work hard, you can achieve and stuff like that is like, but I'm not achieving, but I'm not working hard, but I also might not be talented or anything like that. But, all right, let's abandon the very concept of property rights, okay? Let's abandon the concept of merit. Let's abandon the concept of gender entirely, okay? So I can identify with whatever the heck I want. I don't like who I am, so let me believe, and you can believe what you want, but then everyone has to acknowledge it. Everyone has to be forced to acknowledge your own delusion. Otherwise, they're a bigot, right? And so you can really see why they are affronted by objective reality, because the objective reality is that they are who they are, right? There is a reality of who you are. You can believe whatever you want. It's not going to change reality. They're affronted by reality, so therefore they must combat objective truth.
That not even the thoughts in your head can be spared from this.
So take a look at some of these before and afters. Like, look at this. LMAO. What is this? Look at the sunken zombie that has seen the sun for a whole life. This is so embarrassing for you. Fix this garbage. Like, look at this. The before and after. The after looks like a dude. It looks like a dude.
Looks like it transitioned.
Oh my gosh. Like, look at some of these. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. And they have changed this in their mind as the superior, better option. Their superior, better option is to destroy femininity. If you think this woke agenda is not anti-feminist, why are they destroying femininity in games? Why cannot women, and a lot of these are women complaining, saying, I don't want my avatar to look like a man, right? And again, one of the reasons they're doing this is to not offend trans people. This is like trying to force people to have an avatar that looks like someone who's transitioned. That's the whole point. And a lot of people saying, I don't want to look like this. Women are saying, I don't want to look like a man. Right? Why are you forcing this on me?
Not only do they want to destroy everything beautiful and good, they want to destroy everything that allows things to exist, that allows things to be measured or properly categorized. They want to categorize everything in its wrong category, give everything the opposite definition of
it's the whole narrative of when they say the phrase "my truth." No, there is no such thing as your truth. There is the truth, and then there is your opinion, or your belief. But your belief doesn't necessarily mean it's true, right? And so look at this woman complaining. It's like, this is awful. The way you killed my beautiful avatar. I hate this so much. You lost a customer today. And yes, base, that's the answer. Just boycott. If they're going to bull this crap, don't play it. Leave it. You know, you don't need to play the games that are made by these activists. People actually try and say it's not a gender. You know, there's not an attack on femininity. There's no woke agenda happening here. Right?
Maybe we're mishearing him, because that is not a gender.
Oh my gosh. It just keeps happening. And by the way, we keep getting proven right about the agenda that is entrenched in modern day media, video games, Hollywood, and so many places, right? Where they are affronted by objective truth. They're affronted by femininity, which is just horrifying. Okay. The erasure of women almost, right? This is terrible. But the answer is don't support. When you see that, were you ever tempted to play Pokemon Go? I kind of was like, it was an interesting app. I was like, I'll never give it a second look.
Never big a fan of Pokemon. I wasn't really into it. Yeah. But I can see why everyone would have a righteous hatred for the people who did this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Right. But that's where we're at, and it just keeps on getting worse. And there's a cycle that this is going to take time to pass through for them to learn from their actions. And so the way that we get through it is to hold the line. Do not give money for these people that are trying to destroy truth, basically.
Yeah.
And as always, stay on watch.